What is good, everyone? I am Panos, a Philadelphia Falcon main, and you are here on my first YouTube video. I've been meaning to put out some content for a while. I tried streaming, I tried a whole bunch of different things, but I figured that kind of the most productive thing that I could do is to make a little video series on some Captain Falcon stuff. So the first edition is something that I talk about a lot if you know me in person, and it's shield stops and pivots in our punish game, and how we can create very potent DI mix-ups and actually go a couple extra layers deeper with DI mix-ups. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So for educational purposes and for the purposes of this video, I created a little replay, and I'll go ahead and play it. That's Fox DIing away. So I allow myself a little bit of time to get a stomp, and then I get Fox DIing max away. So let's go ahead and explore what that means for us, right? So you're here. You just stomped your opponent. Generally, there's two levels, or there's two layers to the mix-up here, right? If they're DIing in, you go for a combo move, which could be an up air, it could be a nair, it could be a reverse bear, it could be a whole bunch of things. Or you could even go for a forward tilt if you're going for a tech trap here. And if they're DIing away, you want to go for a kill move, like knee. In this situation, Fox is DIing away. I've set it up so that he DIs away, so I'm going to go for a knee. So let's reload it. And you can see, like, Fox goes flying. If I wanted to follow up, I couldn't. Same with up air. Only if he misses the tech. Like, I don't get a true follow-up. So what that means, basically, is, right, like, if I knee him, I could kill him, but he's in a position where he won't necessarily die straight up from the knee. Like, I'll have to go through an edge guard, and edge guarding Fox is kind of hard. So what you can do is, I've created a little replay here, is you can implement a shield stop after the down air, a shield pivot rather, and actually you can see kind of what happens. I'll break it down. Alright, so let's let it play. So I've done this stomp, right? We already know that Fox is DIing away, and I kind of have a read on that in this scenario. So what I do is I do this quick shield stop, reverse bear, and right, if you imagine the trajectory of his DI, he's going up and in because he's trying to DI the knee away as far as possible, or the up air away as far as possible. Now he's DIing max in for my next move. And we can go ahead and see what that kind of means here. So, something that we normally wouldn't have gotten with that basic up air and knee mix-up that we normally have, we now get a much more potent punish that ends in a kill, which is huge. People don't really talk about ending your punishes and kills as much. There's a couple other implications to this that I can think of off the top of my head. I'll try and build one out for you right now. Alright, so I did a quick cut because I didn't want you guys to see all the setting up of the replay and whatnot. But here's another situation where I believe this is really potent. So, you're Falcon, right? And you're fighting Jigglypuff, and all of a sudden, pretty familiar scenario, you get up tilted, they try and rest you, and it doesn't work out. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. So now you're here, and what you can do is you can stomp, but kind of one of the things that you could do is just choose to grab, right? Grab is good, it leads into follow-ups, especially against Jigglypuff. So let's see what happens if I just grab her regular right now. So the only thing I get is an instant up air, and that doesn't combo into anything at 0. I had Jigs DIing down and away because I was facing her that way, right? But now all of a sudden that leaves us room for more mix-ups like we were doing before. So let's go ahead and see what kind of mix-up we could come up with here. Now, if I'm Falcon and Jigglypuff is DIing down and away, if I do a pivot grab, then all of a sudden that's down and in. So Jig's DIing really far in. So we can see how that kind of gets us. So yeah, right, combo that before only got us 10%, now we got 50. So that's huge. So this is another really good scenario to use it in. Shoutouts to Gravy for teaching me this at Pound 2016. So yeah, you actually have quite a few DI mix-ups now, right? Because like, if Jigs misses the up tilt rest, I can go for a couple dash dances now to mix up the Jig's DI. And Jigs is still DIing down and away because of the replay. But if Jigs doesn't know which way to DI, then all of a sudden it's a 50-50. And you can get a huge punish if you get it right at low percent. Especially because it's really hard to tech chase Jigs with Stomp at low percent if she can like go into the ground and then force you to cover her miss tech roll options or whatever. That's really hard to cover, so I really like this DI mix-up. I use it a lot against Jigs, especially for stage positioning. Like, if this rest happened like way closer over here, right, and I was facing this way, I would of course pivot grab into knee. Like, it's just a no-brainer. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of potent DI mix-ups, and actually a couple layers of DI mix-ups that we get out of it. Yeah, so that, you know, that's the video. That's the topic that we were talking about. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. I'm excited to make more content like this. Let me know if there are any topics in my play that I guess you want me to cover. I don't know. I'll figure out some topics for me to cover. But in the meantime, it's been real. Follow me on Twitter at Panos SSBM. I really appreciate everyone's continued support for my whole career, and I look forward to making more of this stuff for you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.